Hey guys, this is Brewed Opinions. I have with me my friend Ryan Thomas. Do you want your last name?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
So,
I brought him here to review a quad because whenever we do pint shares where we all buy beers like this, he usually ends up bringing a quad or liking the quad and drinking all of it. So he also offers really good things to say about them, and his palate is more refined towards those kind of beers. So welcome to the show.
it's good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
I'm stoked.
So today we have a treat. This one has been aging for 2 years. It was bottled July 3rd, 2014, and this is now 2016. So 2 years of aging. It's a bottle conditioned beer, and the description on the back says, "This is a bottle conditioned ale," which means that a slow fermentation continues in each bottle. This will bring about subtle, yet wonderful changes in flavor over time. We recommend that you store this beer upright at 50 degrees in darkness. It should be enjoyed within 5 years of the bottling date, noted from the front label. Please observe the following suggestions for its service. It also recommends not to drink the bottom dregs because it's dead yeast, so something to keep in mind. Alright, let's pop the cork.
Awesome.
Now this is 2 years, so it could have some explosive tendencies. We don't know. Hopefully it doesn't knock the thing over. Okay.
Wow, that
Not bad.
was anticlimactic.
Smell the cork.
Oh wow, that's All right, some interesting foreshadowings there.
So it says to pour heartily on the label,
Okay.
to make sure the head rises.
All
But
right.
it is higher alcohol, so we don't know exactly what it's going to look like. Alright, so the color is a deep... It's like a copper...
Is this a good amount?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can put more if you like.
All right.
It's all
I mean, it's a
depending on what you
Belgian
like.
quad.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm.
Now, I have to say before we get started, I've had nothing to eat since 12, and it is now like 9:30. So, throughout this review, if I start making less and less sense, just
It's the quad that got him. So, the color here we have deep copper, kind of apricot, but more metallic, darker, kind of like a copper, really.
Definitely some suspended
Peach.
yeast in there.
Yeah, very cloudy,
That's beautiful.
very cloudy indeed.
Yeah, definitely not a clear beer.
Not a lot of head, not a lot of, alcohol left, or even, there's a lot of alcohol, I mean. There's a lot of legs on the side of the glass. You can see that sugar left over. But that's all I have to say about the color.
All right.
So let's put a nose on it. Wow. White grape. Apricot.
I'm getting a fig sweetness.
It's really, yeah,
So definitely not a light sweetness, a very heavy sweetness to me.
very sweet. Kind of like a white grape. Kind of apricot, like fig. Little subtle dark fruit, kind of a dark fruit in there.
I get a little bit of mineral quality, kind of an irony scent on the very back.
It smells good. It's a bouquet of fruit of something else.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit. I'm trying to think of the last quad that I had. I think it was the St. Bernardus. That was a while back, though. I don't really have much to compare this with right now.
Probably the quad we all had together, Allagash quad. which we had.
Oh, I think that was actually a bourbon barrel quad.
That may have been a triple too.
Yeah,
But anyways,
yeah.
so
I should remember, but I don't.
that aside, fruity, kind of minerally. I'd say white grape. You say fig. I say apricot.
Definitely getting the white grape.
Yeah.
Like, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So let's move on to the taste. See how it tastes.
My favorite part.
Very sweet. Now all I'm getting is like dark, I'm getting kind of chocolate and some brown sugar.
I gotta have a second take here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the mouthfeel is extremely smooth.
It is. Kind of crisp at the end though.
Very creamy. Very creamy.
It is creamy.
I love it. I love the mouthfeel.
Drink freely.
I drink freely, alright. You didn't have to tell me twice.
So I'm getting, as soon as you drink it, it's kind of this graham cracker breadiness, but it's super sweet. So you get that sweetness after that, and then you get kind of a fig. The white grape is lost, in my opinion.
Really?
I don't taste the white grape at all.
Alright.
Maybe at the very end.
Okay.
But mostly not. I mean, I'm not agreeing with you just because you think it is there.
It's funny, the sweetness to me isn't as heavy as I thought it would be from the smell. Gosh, I'm trying to place it. This is a very complex beer.
It's not one you chug.
No, definitely
This
not.
is,
It's very complex.
I like it because to me it tastes sweet, but when you drink it, it offers so many other things with it, because it's kind of a fig, which is kind of a savory fruit. You still have that. It's not too sweet or really sweet like strawberries. You can't eat a whole bunch of strawberries unless some people can. But it's savory like an apricot or plum. I don't know how to explain that. Kind of a meaty fruit. Almost.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be honest though, man. I'm definitely getting grape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not getting white grape. I taste a grapeness, but hey, to each his own palate.
It's got nice light phenols. Like, I mean, you can tell this is a high alcohol content beer.
You can taste the booziness.
Yeah, I think you can. But I mean, when you're dealing with 12% beers, I don't really think that's.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no avoiding that. But it's not offensive at all. At all.
It definitely works with this profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only alcohol taste I get is this really sweetness of it, and a little bit of bite at the very end, which I would just attest to the carbonation. So maybe it is alcohol, but I don't taste any booziness. I can tell it's higher alcohol just on my breath and stuff.
Yeah.
But it does not take away from the flavor, I think.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not very heavily hopped at all.
No. I think they use 2 German hops for this. Maybe that's the other one I'm thinking of. It is very malty. That's the word I've been thinking about. It's a malty quad, which is interesting. It's kind of that, like malt. It's kind of hard to describe, but
yeah, it's more kind of buttered biscuit than like you've got the toastier malts and then you've got like the biscuitier malts. This is definitely like sweet molasses biscuit.
Yeah, it's good.
If you could eat something that would be the analog of this beer, I think it would be a molasses biscuit. Which if you've never had,
well with a molasses biscuit. Where are they from?
Huh?
Where are they from?
What?
Molasses biscuits.
Well, you put molasses on the biscuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like a shoe fly pie biscuit.
Wait, where are you from?
Delaware.
Ah, that would explain it. See, in the South, we have molasses, and we put it on biscuits, and it's a molasses biscuit, and it's the best.
Well, I'm glad you explained that, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know what that is.
Oh, man, it's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, this is, I'm definitely getting some molasses as well, obviously, since I just likened it to a molasses biscuit.
Cool. Well, I haven't had a lot of quads, but the quads I have had are more floral, and I would say this one is not approaching that kind of floral quad. It's actually an interesting flavor I've never had before. I really enjoy this. Very smooth, and that probably attests for it aging for so long. 2 years in the bottle.
It's also not as it's not as chocolatey as a lot of quads that I've had, but it makes like that sweetness is kind of more apparent in that heavy fruit that you were talking about. But definitely not much, in my opinion, not much of a coffee profile. Chocolate profile.
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell. I mean, it's a Belgian.
Yeah.
the flavor profile is right. But yeah, very interesting. Like I said, a very complex beer. I think a lot of it is pretty subtle.
It is, yeah.
It's taken me a little bit longer than most beers to kind of get a handle on it.
But, you know, it says savor the experience slowly as the ale warms. So, maybe a little live video of this, maybe post after it's warmed up. We'll see. Stay tuned for that. Alright, guys, do you have anything else to say? Wrap it up?
Were we going to give opinions? So, like,
my
personal...
We can, yeah.
Would I buy this beer?
Yeah, would you buy this beer?
Absolutely, I would. I'm a little bit biased against American Belgians, which is totally ridiculous. I know I'm going to get hammered into comments for saying this.
Go for it.
Because, I mean, you know, the recipes, if you use the same recipe that they use at a Belgian brewery, then you can make a Belgian beer in America. But, like, okay, take a beer like Chimay, where you've got, you know, a Trappist ale that's being brewed at a monastery that's been there for centuries, and they're using water from a well that's been there for centuries. And it's got kind of that you know...
It's definitely a cool thing.
It's that cool factor to it.
It's like a time machine for your taste buds.
Yeah.
Right back to original process of quad. So
Exactly.
It's the same kind of thing like American architecture compared to European architecture. It's like there's no real comparison because of the years in Europe. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, like, I'm a little bit biased against American Belgians, so that it's got a little bit farther to climb. But again, that makes no sense at all. I realize that it's just a little, you know, it's just one of my hang-ups. But this is exceptional. I would expect nothing else from Victory, quite honestly. But yeah, I would definitely buy this again.
Yeah, if you get a chance to go to Downingtown, PA, they have an awesome brewery. Usually with all their current beers on tap. We had a chance to go there this past summer, so that was really fun. But yeah, I enjoy this. It's definitely a porch quad where you can mull over it, maybe with a pipe or cigar. This is something you don't want to drink fast.
One more thing, I'm also getting a little bit of vanilla as it warms.
Vanilla.
A little bit of vanilla, just a hint. Just a hint.
It looks like vanilla now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe below and follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks a lot.